What's up, all you amazing geeks and gamers? My name is Brian Donahue, and I am your one-legged GM. And we are back for another Hidden Worlds Discoveries, and I am with, well, part of my dev team, Danielle, has joined me. Getting a weird feedback.
It's should be gone now.
Okay. All right. Anyways, so last time we met, we started talking about a tie-in with our Stealing Scenes, with our Stealing Scenes action card game, where we were doing stunt people, and that's that went very much further than we had ever planned or hoped.
Again, you're acting surprised.
I shouldn't be at this point. I really, really should not be at this point.
We tangent very well.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. And we have some amazing chatters on usually who do the same. We started about a half hour late this week. This may become our new starting time because life is life. I think that's probably the way it's going to go. Don't mind me. It's high allergy season here in Michigan, and once again, my nose is stuffed up.
Getting a little bit on my end too. So
yeah, we've got some weird lag in Zoom now. Weird. Anyways, whatever. Whatever. So, let's get back to where we were. I titled this episode Hollyweird because we started with stunt folks and tangented really well. Is tangent a verb? Can we use tangent as a verb?
You can verb anything nowadays.
That's fair. Okay. All right. So from our notes there, we did apparently. Well, we picked on everybody apparently. I still love the idea of basically all Hallmark movies are basically one big cast of changelings that just change their faces slightly or not so slightly. And that really feels right for especially after school specials as well. I mean, that really feels right.
And it literally is just the faces. Because the bodies it is so interchangeable.
Yep. Pretty much. Okay, so we did kind of stat out our ideal stunt person or stunt people.
Are we actually going to discuss each individual one?
I don't know. I'm so lost.
That was how we started. We were going to.
Yes, we were going to start doing that, and then we happened.
We had to give them a background.
It's fair.
We had to discuss why they can't be others.
So let's think about let's talk about a one shot that we can do with stunt people from that are obviously well read in, that are at that level where they are truly in the EIS side of things.
And as we know, there's apparently, if they're on one studio lot, there's a certain group of siblings who
that is very, very true.
Kind of make you need to be in the know.
In fact, I think when we originally created that one shot, there's at least one or two of these stunt folks who are on that lot when that happens. Because why not?
At least one or two of those have done Warner Brother movies, so I think.
Yeah. Although that was our That was our demigod team, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Now the real question is, did the demigod team start the stunt doubles, or did the stunt double Hollywood itself actually recruit the demigods to give them a little extra help against the more extremes?
I think that's going to be. I think they just both naturally occurred at the same time, because I think the way we've been looking at the stunt people, especially the stunt person guild, we have to come up with a terrible name for that at some point. Anyways, I think they are focused more on keeping their stars healthy and out of the public, and the stars' otherness out of the public eye. The demigod team is when stuff gets real, right?
They could control it back in the day when they were very individualized studios.
Yes.
You are signing your life away when you go to work for them, so it's very easy to sign your hush.
Yeah. So I think a lot of the stunt folks are very much they're on the, not necessarily the interdiction side of things, but the crowd control side of things, plausible deniability side of things, maybe.
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't see it.
Exactly. Oh no, that was me in the stunt. It's fine.
I feel like the agency will go, okay, this person has an incursion event, but they're useless to us. Hey, need a body double?
I mean, sure. I feel like the OTA would also have, I mean, obviously have ties to the stunt person guild. So if the guild says, okay, we have this problem, we don't have somebody who can do this, can we borrow an agent or two?
Two.
I mean, hey, we have a problem. Our golem went kind of goofy. Can we borrow Glitch for a shot or two?
That is how the Restore Corps got Glitch. They were called in for assistance.
Oh, that could very well be. So Glitch glitched.
Glitch glitched. And we recruit. I mean, we are established. Glitch was a
Yes.
was an evil,
Glitch was a movie
dead.
monster. Yes.
Yes.
That is established lore at this point.
So Glitch glitched.
Glitch glitched, and therefore he was too powerful to be wandering around on his own. Not good enough to be on a frontline team, so hence the Restore Corps. That completely tracks. How many others has that happened to? Wow. Possibilities are endless.
Uh-huh. I mean, we're already talking about in the Victorian settlement we're working on the concept that there is an organization who writes insane things, all like the fantasy and sci-fi writers were writing truth, but also writing stories so that you didn't know which one to believe. So you didn't believe any of them.
Totally.
The modern version. This is just the modern version of it.
Totally. My mind just flashed to that one line in Men in Black where, I forget whether it was Tommy Lee Jones or Will Smith, who said, "I don't know, Elvis isn't dead. He just went home." That's
Yeah, or just the concept. Yesterday you believed we were alone in this world,
Yep.
Belief is a strange thing.
Yesterday you were certain
Yep.
we were alone in the universe. Today you're certain this exists. Tomorrow, what will you be certain of? That is so true, especially in the hidden worlds. Does that mean we have to tackle music as well?
I mean, it's already established in the real world that Freddie Mercury was a siren.
I mean, 100%. And
It's already yeah, everybody
I think we
believes
actually
that
alluded
already.
to that in the core rulebook as well. 100% a siren. 100%.
Yeah.
There are a few that I would absolutely
The
say
ones
that.
that you have no idea how they created so much charisma, so much interest when their stuff is just so out there. I'm not talking about I had a studio backing behind me and advisors and everything like
Right.
that,
Right.
That's a whole different story. If they were Disney people, they were
Right.
no, that's just studio.
Um
That's the thing. But the ones who
so
like
folks like
Elton
Bob
John,
Dylan, Elton John, Bob Dylan. Yeah.
It's like, why did this one person Chapel Roan right now? She went from like being this nobody in a year to uh kicking, I think it was Rihanna off the main stage at this festival. It's like
I'm
within
pretty
a year.
I'm pretty sure Lindsay Sterling is at least part Fae. Or Damn Fear. I'm not sure which. Could be.
Something. Yeah.
Something. Because she did the meteoric rise way too fast as well.
She has kind of a water nymph about her, the
She
floating.
does. She very
I just feel
very
like she could dance on the water if she wanted
like
to.
I said, there's definitely some I feel like there's some Fae there. Just the grace and the water nymph. She's too tall, but maybe pixie, something.
Well, I mean, very easily a half.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to think about that. I don't
I'm
know.
not saying the
Nope.
pixie. I'm saying the other one.
I was just thinking about logistics with a half pixie. That's just nope. Nope. This is a PG
Unless
13 channel. No.
unless they have unless we want to establish they have the power to grow their size. A Tinkerbell on Hook.
Okay. Maybe. That's some awful potent fairy dust too. Yep. Yep. Okay. Oh.
We'll not get into that. We're not talking about favorite production right now.
All right. And again, we tangented sideways.
Hello.
Oh. All right, so let's talk about a one shot for our stunt folks. What would be fun? Doesn't have to be combat, but can be, technically. Got to figure we have to involve 4 to 6 stunt folks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Potentially all human, potentially maybe 1 or 2 others, but mostly human.
Since this is our action stunt doubles,
Right?
probably going to have some combat in this.
Yes.
But it doesn't have to be like extreme high super powerful issue, just
Right.
some sort of chaos that has to be covered up, something got out of hand.
Is it a cover up? Is it a protection? Or both? 2 prongs, 1 shot?
Literally an escort mission.
Oh, I like that. I like
It's
that.
literally an escort mission. I mean, how many of our stunt doubles literally have plot movies that are escort missions?
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm just gonna call it the escort mission because it's what it is.
Okay, glad you typed mission. I was worried you were going to leave it at the escort.
I was tempted. I was
we, we,
tempted.
we got off that topic.
That is true. Okay. So, escort mission. 4 to 6 characters. Mid-level, probably. They got to be experienced to be at that level, right?
Mm-hmm. Maybe it's either they're either traveling whoever they're escorting is either traveling to an award show or we're just at an award show.
I like that.
Because it could be the Sundance thing, so they literally have to go to another country. Or it could just be some sort of Oscars type of thing situation.
Boy, it would be so easy to pick on the Oscars or one of those, but
They pick on themselves so well.
I mean that's true.
I mean, we don't even have to.
That's
We
really
can
low
literally
hanging
just
fruit.
say we can literally just say a movie award ceremony. It's just whether it's going to be local or abroad or across the country or something.
What if it's a movie premiere? So big
Okay.
action,
So the stunt
something
doubles would actually be there.
right. So something that has a big cast like the Fast and Furious 45 or whatever it is up to right now.
Not quite that high. I think it's only a 23.
I stopped counting when it.
I don't even know. I haven't
stopped.
seen a single one.
I think I only saw the first. No, I may have seen the second. I certainly did not go past that.
It's
no offense to anybody who likes it. That's your problem, not mine.
It's not my cup of tea type of movie.
Exactly.
I just don't enjoy.
All right, so mid-level.
It's gonna bug me just to know how many there are.
I think
Okay, they
like,
just put 2023 put out Fast X, which is the 10th.
Okay.
They used Roman numerals because it looked cool.
So they count like because Windows actually, does.
Well, yeah, it's Fast and the Furious, Too Fast, Too Furious, the Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift, just Fast and Furious, Fast 5 when they started actually numbering them, Fast and Furious 6, Furious 7, The Fate of the Furious is 8. I guess Fate 8? Then it's just F9. I think that's a car type. And now it's Fast X.
Oh.
I feel like they're literally just putting the word Fast, Furious, and hitting shuffle in some name generator.
It's draw a word out of the hat, figure out how to put a number with it. There you go.
I mean, to be perfectly honest, it's a group sitting around like us, coming up with horrible titles.
Oh, yeah. Oh, 100%. It's Hollywood, so it's probably... Yep.
Hey, if we don't need it, they may not need it.
It's fair. Yeah, we don't need it. That's the funny part. We're this way when we're sober.
You should see me when I'm sleep deprived.
I get a little slap happy myself.
My early role-playing game life was 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. gaming on nothing but sugar and caffeine and sleep deprivation.
That's normal so RPG early life, yes.
Never touched alcohol, never touched drugs, just caffeine and sleep deprivation.
Lots of caffeine, usually pizza, lots of chips.
Nope.
Very sleep deprived.
Had cookies. That's all. It was just
sugar and caffeine.
Just fun to do.
So, action movie premiere for major ensemble cast. all 426 stunt people are present for the premiere. And this could even be, does not have to be in LA. It could easily be in the UK, could easily be some other premiere.
Yeah.
Right?
Every country's got their own premiere.
If you really wanted to have fun, you could cross it with another fandom and say it's at Comic-Con. It's a premiere at Comic-Con, or it's a that could be really, really evil.
This sounds dangerous. What are we plotting?
I kind of like that. Major ensemble cast.
I feel like Indiana Comic-Con should be another whole plot. I mean, what are we going to do at the end of Blazing Saddles?
No, but think about the threats. So any threats that we come up with would be dressed as con goers. So they could be in cosplay in real life. And I mean, how easy would it be to hide at a con?
I mean, some of those movie premieres has quite a lot of people in costume too.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and think about, I mean, obviously movie premiere. But I mean, think about San Diego Comic-Con. How many people are in elaborate costumes? Don't even blink an eye at somebody in an elaborate costume, or at Gen Con, or at Dragon, or at insert con here, right? Yeah. I dig that. I really dig that.
You didn't use the opportunity to call out your home con?
I mean, don't get me wrong. I have some very cool pictures of some very cool cosplay at Grand Rapids. And yes, I am calling out Grand Rapids because I'll be there as a guest in November. Anyways, insert self-promotion here.
That's one must.
But if we must. All right, so they're at... Yeah, I'm thinking a con could be really, really fun. So what's the trigger? What's the mission itself is to get them out safely, right? I mean, it's an escort mission.
Something go wrong with the regular security. The cons.
Or are they trying to help them stop whatever's happening? I mean, layers upon layers upon layers here. That could be fun, actually, because if the action stars are others, generally, as we've been talking about, and they're responding to an event, these characters are basically trying to cover for them and protect them while these action stars do their thing. That's a very chaotic... I kind of dig that, actually. What do you think? Too complicated?
We just got to figure out what our catalyst is.
Okay. All right. Catalyst. I like that word. It's a great word for this. Catalyst is... What are the bad guys doing? What's the bad guys doing? What's that evil organization you and Michael came up with?
The Consummate Gentleman.
Okay.
They're more about ruling the world through the economy, so.
Okay. So not them. Think smaller. Cult's way too easy. Although cult of personality is a huge thing.
Is it just like literally a kidnapping attempt?
That feels too easy. That's not convoluted enough for us. Um, what if one of the props from the movie, which is of course on display at this major premiere, is not a prop but is real? Something like it's an action movie, obviously. So it's something that could change the world, save the world, destroy the world, whatever. We'll have to come up with what it does, but it's an important MacGuffin.
I was going to say it's a MacGuffin right now.
All right.
It doesn't matter what it is, other than it's going to cause problems.
We'll come up with what it is later. Not McMuffin.
Yes,
I spelled MacGuffin. I
MacGuffin.
spelled MacGuffin.
Isn't it MAC MacGuffin?
Probably.
Yep. MACGUFFIN.
Cool. Got it.
Sometimes spelled with just MC, but yeah.
Is props of the movie is on display at premiere. So obviously it's a target of a theft, but it's under the protection of who? Which faction? Which group? Which group of others? Because this could be... Oh, now I'm going way deep. The ensemble movie was a... I need to take off my tinfoil hat for a while. But the ensemble
Just spew
movie...
it out. We can
the ensemble movie was a cover to move this MacGuffin from one other type territory to another other type territory, or clan or something. Probably important to Fae, probably important to something. Maybe important to one of the courts. Maybe it's important to the Sealy court or the Seanakag, the Grey court. I think that could be an interesting option. So that's what the movie was. It was a way to try and hide that transaction.
So this prop is going up for auction later?
Yeah. I like that. Premiere for auction between other type clans. We'll insert details later. And if there are any chatters on, we'd love to hear from you. And I'm not seeing any action in the chat. So
It's David.
David's there. All right, cool. Which means he's probably not listening. So we can talk about him. It's fine. All right. So, so in preparation. There it is.
Well, you were going off on tinfoil. I think I got a name for our guild.
Oh, really?
The Tour de Force Guild.
Tour de Force.
Tour de Force, it means an impressive performance or achievement that has been accomplished or managed with great skill. But it's also got the word tour of force in it.
So, Tour de Force.
Yeah, it's a French saying that.
Yep. Maybe.
In French, it literally translates to feat of strength.
It's better than strength of feet. I'm just saying.
For our stunt people. Feat of strength. It's at least one idea.
I kind of like it. Maybe that is the red in group for the stunt people. So there's one larger guild, but this is the okay. You guys actually know what's going on, at least a little bit of it, right? Okay, so props for the movie. I better write this down now, or else I'll forget it. Secret to transport and move prop. MacGuffin. Okay. I like that. Who's coming after it? Who are the good guys? Who are the bad guys? The actors are the primary actors, the action star, the stars.
Really, the question is, what are they all Fae? Are they something else, or just some of them? Are they? So we got Fae, we got Vamp, we got.
What if they're all demi-Fae?
So they're basically using their children to transport.
Sure. That's a super Fae thing to do, yes. So the actors are all demi-Fae with some inherited powers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And extra training and
so the fact that the Grey Court is supposed to be separate, they're supposed to be unaligned. This would be a big deal if someone was trading with the Grey Court.
No, they're not trading with the Grey Court. The Grey Court would be the guarantors. They're the mules. They're the people who are making sure the balance is there. They're the Swiss. They're the what's the famous auction?
Sotheby's.
Sotheby's, yeah. It's the we're the guarantee that what this is this is actually what it is. And they're also the guards because they have the action side of things. Oh. What if all the stars are Grey Court?
Doesn't even have to be all of them, just at least a couple.
If they're demi-Fae Grey Court, so the Grey Court aligned, but demi-Fae, so they're not full Fae. They don't have the full Fae powers, but they've got Grey Court backing and Grey Court training, especially if they're in the whatever I called them. Don't ask me. It's been 3 years since I wrote it. Yeah.
And the fact that we're at the premiere at this con is reason our usual demigod team isn't involved.
Correct. Trustees. And escorts.
Do you want to start the ad while we're
oh yeah
that up,
yeah, we're getting there. if you haven't seen us for a while, since we hit affiliate, we do have to run an ad. We have to run 3 minutes of ad every hour to make sure that we actually get monetized stuff. So I've been running 3-minute ads about a half hour in. This should take care of us honestly through the rest of the night, the rest of the discussion. So we're gonna bounce out to 3 minutes. For 3 minutes, we'll be back very, very shortly. I'm gonna keep typing, and then if you happen to be one of our subscribers, you can actually hang in with us and chat with us while you're here. If not, the rest of you will see these ads. I'm sorry.
And in September, it's 25% off to up to 30% off if you do 6 months, I believe it is. So now's the time to stop.
I think I cut off about half of your speech there.
Okay.
Whatever. Are we actually in ads on the other side?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I like controlling these ads much better than wondering if they're going to go,
The
right?
timer never quite lined up with where it said. It was like there was an extra like 5-10 seconds. So you would think you're an ad and you're not actually an ad.
Yeah. You get that. Okay, I'm kind of liking this one shot. Trustees is what I was thinking about for the role for the stars. I got to think about who would want to. Who wants to steal it from the auction without paying? It's got to be a pretty potent force. Vampires?
They got wind of it.
Vampires are almost going to be too
Cliche.
cliche, too powerful too.
And also you're talking about ironically, vampires would actually stand out probably more to come than
that's fair.
They did. In
That's
fact,
fair.
some cryptids would probably actually do better.
We could do human mages, human magic users.
That would be, we haven't done that.
No. And they would easily pass at a con, all dressed up and everything.
They're
12
just
seconds
Gandalf role players.
Looks like I got about 12 seconds left on the ad. So. Okay, so theoretically we're back. Throughout the break, Danielle and I were talking, and we talked about who are the bad guys. I think we want to go in. Spell that very carefully, Brian. I think we want to go in a very interesting direction. We ought to make them human mages, for lack of a better term. Human faith users who got wind of it and who want to do it, use the MacGuffin for evil purposes or human-centric purposes.
Would it be ironic if it's just a bunch of mage nerds who just wanted it?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
They're not actually sure what it does, but they know they want it. They sense something coming off of it. They sense there's more to it than just a prop. So they just extra want this bit of nerdom.
Or, well, okay. What the prop for its power, for its perceived power.
Mhm.
Um,
They may not even be aware of what the whole deal going down is. They just want
felt
it.
the aura of power. Maybe one of them actually scryed. Didn't figure out the whole thing of it, but realized it was magically powerful, right?
More than meets the eye.
I spelled scryed right for a reason. And so we're setting up a group of human mages versus Demi-Fae Grey Court and stunt people at a Comic Con.
While not trying to expose themselves to people, the public. Except the mages are.
Mages don't care.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, this is going to go swimmingly well for everybody.
Mhm.
Okay. They. All right, how many mages are we talking about? Because we have 4 to 6 stars plus the MacGuffin. What if we do 2 stars? So 2 stars show up, but 4 to 6 of the stunt people.
Yeah, I mean, they're only going to, when it comes to paying for their appearance fees,
Right.
a stunt person's not going to charge as much or
Right.
require as much security.
Right. They're not going to require the guarantee. And that may be subsidized by the Grey Court to make sure that there's someone there to protect their property and their people.
Mhm.
Right? Okay. Two stars. All right. So we're gonna do how many nerds? I mean mages.
Just like a trio, maybe?
It's gotta be more than that.
Okay.
Or else it's gonna be really, really short and
Oh,
boring.
yeah. The rest is defense.
What if we
It's a
did
game table. It's 8. It's a big game table. It's 7 or 8.
I like 7. I like 7.
Yeah.
Oh, I love the fact mage nerds.
Yeah, 7's usually a magic number.
Yep. Gamers, of course. Oh no. No, 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 no.
What?
LARPers.
LARPers, yes.
Yeah. Let's blame it on the LARPers. That's even funnier. Don't bother with a hate mail. Seriously, just don't.
We're making fun of ourselves.
It won't matter. I'll still make fun of LARPers.
I've LARPed. I don't do it often, but I LARP.
To be fair, you kind of LARPed in costume at Grand Rapids.
That's cosplay.
That's true. There is a difference between cosplay and LARPers.
Yes.
It's LARPers. It's LARPers.
There's also 2 types of LARPers, too. Because there's the buffer LARPers. And then, I mean,
And then there's the Dark
3,
Lords and Denny's.
there's literally 3 types of LARPers. The live action role players, the live action buffer role players, and then the vamps.
The Dark Lords of Denny's, yes.
The
Yes.
Dark Lords of Denny's.
And no, I'm not sorry I said any of those words together.
I tried it once. I just I
I can't.
it, by the end of the night I had learned so much drama about the actual players. It's like I can't deal with that much drama outside the game.
I was a vendor at a regional LARP. I'm not mentioning names. LARP event. I'm glad I was a vendor. Even I, as a vendor, found out way too much drama. I couldn't do it. And I hung around with theater kids in college, okay?
For some people, the favorite thing about gaming is the drama. So, you do you.
Can you imagine Dark Lords of Denny's like gaining actual power? That'd be terrifying. That'd be very terrifying. Die. Sorry.
Tangent. And yet.
7 LARPers. Leaders mid-level. The others are low-mid.
Yeah, it's sort of a coven-ish thing going on here.
Yeah, kind of.
I don't know what a group of mages would be.
I've heard coven. Coven works.
Let's see.
Especially if they're LARPers informed by myths whose power is based on the faith in their bad understanding of modern day beliefs on the Wiccan side and on the Coven works.
Yeah,
there's a whole lot of wrong with this
Conclave
group.
is what I'm getting when I Google it.
What are you getting?
Cabal, Conclave, and Coven.
These are LARPers. It's a conclave. No, wait. If they're both male and female, it would be a cabal. Because they're that dramatic. Oh, yeah. This is terrible. See, chat, this is what happens when you don't talk to us. We come up with these terrible, awesome ideas. Of course, to be fair, our chat has come up with some terrible, awesome ideas of themselves as well.
That's so
sure. Thank you, Mysterious Machinations Incorporated. Anyways, all right. So 7 LARPers. All right, what's the... Let's do this. Actually, that's fine. What are the goals?
Win conditions.
Yep, so win conditions.
Protect the artifact, whatever it is. Protect the MacGuffin.
Protect MacGuffin. Protect stars.
Protect the secret.
Protect stars, protect secret.
Yeah.
And escort MacGuffin and stars out to waiting
Handlers, whatever.
limo. It's a limo.
Oh yes, we do have rich.
Oh, I so want to put this at Grand Rapids. Just because. I know the setup there and I know the structure.
I mean, a lot of convention centers are very similar.
Yeah. I kind of want to do this.
I don't even know if we really want to make it too specific because then anyone can just play it with whatever they're used to.
I think if we write it right, they can play it wherever they want to play it.
I mean, we just need
But for example, I can put in maps of, well, Grand Rapids Comic Con. Because I might just use this for demo games at the con.
the question is like, is this at a panel? Is this at a, we didn't discuss, is this at a, in the vendor hall around the signing booths?
All right,
Photo opportunity,
so
take it with the take a picture with the artifact and with the stars.
okay, so there'd be a panel room for the premiere.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it doesn't even have to be a premiere if it's a con appearance, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let me go back because I like the idea of a con appearance more and more.
I mean, a movie premiere can still be another whole plot.
Yes. I like that. So, in other words, the MacGuffin would go with the stars to their panel, because obviously there's going to be at least one or two panels. And then the MacGuffin would be in the photo or in the booth with the stars to get the take a picture with the star and the MacGuffin, right?
The photo area, whatever that is.
Yep.
As well during that time period. So there's a lot of opportunities for them to attack.
Yes. Yep.
So in the signing area, in the photo area, and in the panel.
Yeah. What are the loss conditions?
Well, lose the MacGuffin is literally what the number one loss condition.
Yep, I agree.
Something happens that makes the stars actually reveal themselves. Which becomes a double and not protected the stars and also not protected the secret.
Right. Stars reveal their ancestry.
That works. And in this day and age, everyone's got a camera.
Yep. Stars get hurt unalived. All right. I think those are three very good loss conditions.
And at 56 minutes in, I think that's a good. We've timed that pretty well.
Wow. We are a minute, or we are basically an hour in, yeah. All right, so let's see here. LARPers can't, not harpers, LARPers.
You got to capitalize it all. Where it's going to keep autocorrecting, I think.
An attack during panel. During photo ops. Or
Signing or yeah.
Signings. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
So it depends. Are they going to do it in front of a humongous crowd, a tiny crowd, or a mid-sized crowd? I think it'll depend on what the players do up to that point, too.
so this is going to be completely out of the blue.
Roll a die to see where it happens, that type of thing.
Yeah, exactly. I'll put that chart in there when we write it.
Mm-hmm. Or just how confident the players who happen to be sitting at your table are acting.
That's true.
or actually, what it really comes down to is how eager to fight is the person sitting at your table. If they're really eager to fight, vendor room is probably not the place for it.
Yep.
Because that would be the least amount of fighting room.
Start small, try to hide their powers, then escalate if unsuccessful. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. Anything else I'm missing?
Trying to think of anything, but I think that's about it.
All right. In the last minute or two, let's see if we can think about a name for the LARPers group, because it's going to have a vainglorious, ludicrous name. Something, something, something cabal.
Usually they like to throw in things like arcade and stuff like that because we have, our D&D words.
Yep.
What are we trying to get? So we got arcane, cabal.
It has to form an acronym. It has to form an acronym.
Arcane to cabal of tyranny. Act.
No.
It's just what popped in my head because we had A and C.
I need an R word and a P word.
What are we trying to get it?
It's the LARP Cabal. League of Arcane.
League of Arcane.
Something power.
League of Arcane. I just feel my brain just going cool powers. League of Arcane cool.
Hang on. Oh, it's terrible. It's the whole thing's terrible. Hang on. League of Arcane Role-Playing Powers.
Okay. I do love the irony of the fact that you're playing against yourselves.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Bad, terrible versions of yourself.
The thing is, We could easily flip this and you play the mages.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Very,
Oh,
very easily.
we need to do that. We need to, when we release this, release a
If you're
dual
using the
side.
pre-gens or you're using your own characters.
Yeah. Oh.
Because we can literally set it up with are you going to go to the sneaky route? Are you just going to do full brutal force? Are you going to run on during the panel?
Yeah.
You just set the scenes.
Oh my gosh. And that would
Very, very
adjust the
easy.
LARPer's size accordingly.
Yeah.
We'll set
Which would
those
still
rules.
usually be between 5 and 8.
Oh, I love that idea.
Or 4 and 8.
Two adventures in one. Woohoo!
Yeah.
Does that mean I can charge twice as much if I charge anything?
2 bucks instead of 1 buck.
Woohoo! Okay. With that, I think we actually have done it for tonight.
Uh-huh.
Danielle, thank you so much for joining me. Anything going on online?
Coming up, I believe it's trying to remember my actual date is I'm going to be on Rick and Rasp playing Part-Time Gods.
Okay.
And that is an Eloy DeSanta game. He's going to be running it. Give me just a second. I'm like, what date is it? That is nothing changes. That's going to be November 16th. And I may also be in a game that one's going to be October 26th, and November 16th I may be in another game, which is an original game called Red Bud Engine.
Okay. So October, you said 26th?
Yep, October 26th.
Okay. And November 16th, don't take this the wrong way, but I will not be watching you then because I will be at Grand Rapids Comic Con.
Really? I didn't figure that out.
And depending on when you play, we'll be running a live show about that time. So we'll be
Depends
playing.
On when you're that might be like 1 to 4.
Okay. So that's just during the day. That's fine. At night is our live show.
Some reason you need to be in the vendor room.
Yeah, for some reason. Although I'm going to spend. Yeah, it's going to be very different with us having. So I'll be in the guest row, and then we'll have. Rewind some of this. November 15th through the 17th. That's a Friday through Saturday or through Sunday. Grand Rapids Comic Con. I am a guest author. And we will also have a vendor booth selling all of our cool stuff, which is all right there. What else? Weekend after that, I'll be in Port Huron for a show. Between now and then, hopefully lots and lots of Twitch time. We're going to try and get back on a regular schedule, assuming life does not get in the way, which it has a habit of doing.
Unfortunately, in 2 weeks, I'm going to be gone for 2 weeks. It's kind of hard to stream when you're on the other side of the ocean.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Especially if you're stuck using like hotel Wi-Fi or something stupid. Assuming you're in a hotel.
Only for part of it.
Okay. Well, first of all, have fun on your trip. Be safe and all that fun stuff. Yeah. So I've got other stuff coming. Let's try to spend some far more time here on our Twitch stream. We'll probably start running some replays of our OG series, the Restore Core series. It's currently up on YouTube, but I want to start running them here for you folks. If you've not been to the YouTube side of things. Other than that,
check out the website or the Discord
to
keep track of where we are. To come
website
chat,
if you want any of our cool stuff. Discord is great. We have a small but growing and fairly active community, very friendly community. We keep it that way on purpose. Um, Join that. And we're going to be adding some new stuff. I want to start heavily adding in some connecting gamers to games and GMs to games and games to GMs type things on Discord. Obviously, we're a little bit biased in what you run Hidden Worlds games, but it will be games and gamers in general because gaming is good for the most part.
I mean, we won't be too upset if you buy a one shot, run a one shot, and do it in a different system, because it's our
absolutely,
idea. As long as you're
absolutely.
having fun.
You know what? I love that. I love the ability, the creative ability to cross pollinate like that.
Cross the streams.
Cross the streams. That's right. I'm trying to currently figure out how to run all of the fantasy materials I've been working on for Luke Hart, the DM layer. Because he's releasing 2 books I've been doing a layout on. I have, of course, access to those materials. I'm trying to figure out how to import those into Hidden Worlds because a lot of good stuff. So
Some of
support
it
your
you may
gamers.
have to reach out to your other friends who's doing the D20 system using ours.
Yeah, yeah. I may pick Luke's brain a little bit. What else?
Like us, subscribe, please.
Oh yes, like
share
subscribe
links.
here. And actually, yeah, if you have a September is Subtember. I have to make sure I get that right. It's like 30% off subscriptions or whatever.
Yeah.
If you want to. If you have Amazon Prime and you have not used your Prime benefits to sub to somebody for free, pick us. Do not cancel your sub with another stream or with another Twitch streamer. Please, I don't want to poach. However, we'd like your support because we'd like to actually make this a paying gig. And anything right now, anything that we get goes right back into the stream, goes right back into us. So, we'd appreciate that. Coming up, we will be, I know we keep promising it, we will be getting into some actual plays on the stream. Probably on Wednesday nights, I think is what we're planning on. Hopefully. Knock on wood. Can't wait to do those. I mostly can't wait because I get to play, not GM, theoretically.
At the rate we're going, it's going to be January because we've got the holidays and you're a lot of con time.
Yeah, November is con time.
Yeah. We got con time, Thanksgiving, and Christmas.
You know what? If I can get 1 or 2 of these discoveries written, we ought to run them live. First of all, see if they actually work. I think they will, but let's run them. But that would give us actual play without us having to create campaigns, right?
I mean, maybe we could open it up to some more people in the chat.
Absolutely.
You don't even necessarily have to have a camera. We could just have your voice.
Yeah, we'll see. Thanks, Dave. Yes, Stealing Scenes action is up on our website now. Let me just.
We've only been talking about the stunt people and game characters all night.
Right. That's what it is. Plays 1 to 8 players, 15 to 30 minutes. You are the stunt person trying to steal scenes to get your own probably B-rated movie. But it's a great game. Very fun game. Anyways,
I guess we proved David is listening.
David is actually listening. Kind of impressed. What else? Yeah. Well, we want to get some more gaming done here. We'll see what we can do. Now that my time is opening up a little bit more with a little bit less design time, I want to spend more time doing this. So we'll figure out stuff, how to get on. And we'll talk about opening up to other streamers as well, other folks who have a camera and a decent internet connection so that we can game together. But anyways, if you have thoughts or ideas about that, please hit us on the Discord server. That is where I spend most of the time. Thank you, Danielle. That's where I spend most of my communications with you folks. I think that's it. Now that we've dragged out our Midwestern goodbye long enough, because we're Midwesterners. With that, we will call it. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you again, Danielle, for being here. For those of you who are out there, David, thank you for joining us. Thank you, anybody